KO4FSZ, guys. I was just watching a video on YouTube by Louis Rossmann. If you don't know who Louis is, he is a big advocate for the right to repair movement in the United States. And I watched quite a few of his videos. I've learned quite a lot from him. But this most recent video wasn't a right to repair video. It was something a little different. Yeah, he started. The video is labeled "Why My First Business Failed," or something to that effect. Anyway, and he went on to explain why his first business failed miserably. You know, started out good and then crashed. You know, it happens a lot in this world. You know, small business owners don't do everything exactly right, and then, you know, next thing you know, they're not able to afford materials or pay their employees or bills, whatever. You know, it is what it is. Business strategies don't work out. So, but in his video, at the beginning of his video, he started out and he said, everybody always, you know, posts the good things about their business when they're doing really well. You know, when they're at their highest, when they're doing great. Always the positive things. Nobody ever posts, you know, when they screw up. You know, and it's true. It's true. Why would you want to show other people when you mess up? You know, we do it in fear of having people laugh at us, or say, you know, your quality isn't that good. You messed this up. You're you know, and you showed it. You showed us that you screwed up, and so we're not gonna, you know, we have that fear that they're still not gonna, you know, if somebody sees that video or that post or whatever, you know, of us business owners saying, you know, we screwed up, you know, we did this wrong. We have that fear that nobody is gonna, you know, there's gonna be a lot of people that it's negatively gonna affect our business, you know. And I started out, you know, when I first started this business, I was on Ham Radio Adventure Guys Discord YouTube channel. He did an interview with me on one of his live streams, and I flat out told him, I was like, you know, I started this business all because of, you know, I didn't start the business because I wanted to start a business at first. The first time I built an end-fed half-wave antenna, I screwed up. It did not work. Absolutely did not work. It would not work. I did everything completely wrong. And, you know, that was a learning moment for me. That fact that antenna did not work at all. I did everything wrong. I used the wrong toroids. I used the wrong wire. I wound it wrong. Everything. I believe I cut the element the wrong length. I mean, everything about that antenna was 100% wrong. That being said, that was a learning moment for me. That gave me a reason to study more and try more and work harder. And that got me to where I am today. You know, I've learned so much about end-fed half-waves and winding toroids and, you know, materials and what's the best way that I can build these antennas and still keep them affordable. You know, he went on to talk about mission statements. You know what a mission statement is? You know, I don't know how to describe a mission statement. In my opinion, it is, you know, what you put out to the public. Okay, my mission statement, I believe, on my website, and I don't know it word for word exactly at the moment, antennas for a fraction of the cost. Boom. It's that simple. You know, my mission statement is something that I have to live up to in my business. Quality antennas for a fraction of the cost. Okay. He went on to say, you know, we never show our lows when we screw up. And I haven't put out any videos or anything about the designs that I've come up with that didn't work, because most of the time it's not a design that I've built that didn't work. It's, you know, a little trial and error and tweaking things along the way to get them to work. You know, I'm not gonna lie, this is an experimental hobby. I know, and I have no problem admitting I have built several toroids that I have wound wrong, that I, you know, ended up having to cut the enameled wire off of and rewind, and just start fresh. But that being said, every one of my transformers, every one of my antennas gets tested. Every transformer I make gets hooked up to my VNA and it gets tested for quality control. It gets tested before I connect the radiating element to it. It gets tested after I hook the radiating element to it and hang it up. So each one of my antennas and my transformers gets tested twice, so that I know I am setting out a good quality product. I know that may sound like, well, Chris, that takes a lot of time. You're right, it does. It does take extra time. But you know what? That little bit of extra time that I spent testing these antennas, you know, these transformers, it takes maybe 2 minutes on the computer to test a transformer. It may take, you know, 5 minutes to hang it up, hook it to the VNA. Okay, it looks good. Alright, good. If for some reason I get one, you know, that isn't quite 100%, I can trim it, tune it, adjust it, figure out what's wrong with it. I'll set that one to the side and I'll label it. Go back to this one and work on it later. Quality control. A lot of these companies that are in my business that do the same thing that I do, I don't believe that they test all of their antennas. I don't think they do. You know, some of the smaller guys, the eBay sellers might, you know, I don't know firsthand because I don't talk to any of those guys. There's a couple guys that do build antennas that don't sell them that I talk to. But that's neither here nor there. So, that being said, you know, guys, I'm not ashamed to admit that I screw up. I'm 100% human. I'll admit that. I'm 100% human. I'm gonna mess up. It is what it is. You know, I started this business as a fill-in to replace a financial income that I didn't have coming in anymore, and it's growing. It's not as big as I'd like to be, but it's not too small either. We'll say that. It's doing good. My reviews on my website, if you go and check out my website, you look at the reviews on any of my products that have a review on them. Every one of them is a 5-star review. I have 100% positive feedback on every sale I have on eBay. So, I think I'm doing something right. There's always going to be that time that something's not going to go right. I'm waiting for the day where somebody gives me a lower review on eBay, because people are just people on eBay. It is what it is. But I would say, for a consistent year of selling antennas that I built out of a 10x12 shed in my backyard, I think I'm doing pretty damn good. What about you? I think my quality is pretty good. I might not be DX Engineering. I might not be Shane Nelson. Sorry, Shane, I like your antennas. You do a hell of a job building antennas too, sir. Shameless plug for my competitor. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy building these antennas, and I hope everybody who's buying them from me is enjoying them just as much as I enjoy building them. I have no shame in admitting my faults when I do something wrong. Sometimes it's a little hard, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna tell you what, every time I make a mistake, I learn from it. Something that I learned, I did, some of you that know me may not know me. I have a troubled past, so I've done some things that I'm not proud of. I mean, it is what it is. We all have. But I ended up taking this class, and my instructor, taught me, every week we met with this lady, and she asked us, what was your O flag for the week? O flag. Opportunity for learning and growth. Every time I screw up building something, or every time I mess up, is an opportunity for learning and growth. If I stub my toe in the kitchen on my dining room table, you know what that is? That's an opportunity for learning and growth, and it teaches me not to put my toe in that same exact spot in my kitchen again. Simple. It's that simple, guys. Something that simple. Everything is an opportunity for learning and growth if you look for it. But anyway, guys, I hope you got a little bit out of this. I don't know if Lewis has a TikTok, but I'll see if I can find him and I'll tag him in this video. If not, I'm definitely going to tag him in the one that I upload to YouTube. If you don't know who Lewis is, please go check out his YouTube channel. He has got some really awesome stuff on his channel. Don't forget to check out my website, ko4fsz.com, and buy yourself a new antenna, guys. Anyways, I'm gonna make a few more stops on the way home this morning and get some things done. We'll go home and build some more antennas. 73 from ko4fsz.